Boss Frida is a Milkama legend, joined when we rebranded to Electric Eel. She cleaned the house and dealt with troublemakers. Everyone says Milkama's full of chances. It's all traps. Boss got us through the made us strong. We all owe her. For dupe recommendations, Frida is actually good at 0 dupes. But if you are a spender and if you would like to take her to 3 copies, the last paragraph is going to be a plus. When in combat with a target affected by instability, stacks gain crit rate +5 per stack up to 15%. For her skill recommendations, let's start off with her talent. Secret Execution. When initiating combat with a shotgun, inflicts instability 2 on the target before combat. Stacks up 5 times. Lasts for 2 turns. The target cannot be affected by guard during skirmish. As for instability, it's going to be hit rate -4%, dodge rate -4% up to 5 stacks. So for the first skill, this is a code, cost 1 AP. The cooldown is 3 turns. It's called Load Raid. When an arm suffers overdamage, triggers Guts to lock HP at 1. After actively attacking, triggers reattack, allowing the unit to move 1 tile before attacking. These effects are unlimited and last until the next action. The unit can continue to act after executing this skill. This skill definitely is going to be unlimited as long as you have AP remaining. For the second skill, Charge Up, this is a passive. When initiating combat and landing 12 or more hits in total, restores 1 AP after combat, can trigger up to 2 times per turn. This will hasten the charging of AP for Frida, which in turn fuels her skill Load Raid. For the third skill, this is going to be Shooting Cans. This is a passive. In combat, if hit rate is above 80%, damage is a +15%. You just have to make sure that you're above 80% to trigger this one. If you feel that your hit rate is not going to be hitting 80 and you don't want to use Shooting Cans, you definitely can use this passive, Eradication. When initiating combat, has a 20% chance to use the opposite arm to launch Flurry Strike. Deals 0.5 times damage. For every 1 stack of instability on the target, the probability increases by 10% up to 50%. After using Flurry Strike, inflicts 1 stack of instability 2, lasting for 2 rounds. For her sector priorities, free-to-play and spenders will have the same recommendation. Please use 5 Bionic Superconductors as you can use her up till the endgame. Her first priority is going to be Gamma Sector 1. This Gamma Sector is going to prioritize ideal range, which adds to her existing crazy amount of damage. You may take this to CP16. For her secondary priority, this is going to be Gamma Sector 2. This one you take up to CP7. This prioritizes reattack and fixed damage. For her chip recommendations, I would suggest using attack, hit, crit, and dodge. For mech options, her best mech is definitely going to be Twilight Fang. Your second option would be Glacia. For the A rank options, we do have Boyer, and the last one is going to be Radiance. For her module options, the first option is going to be an SG mod. Shotgun damage is a +3%, and at level max, it goes up to 10%. If you're not using Twilight Fang, then therefore Fang Frame is going to be an option for you. At level 1, equipping 2 weapons of different types in each hand, damage is a +4%. At level max, it is going up to a whopping +20%. Another option would be Pressurizer. At level 1, when attacking with an assault weapon, has a 25% chance to trigger damage +8%, and at level max, when attacking with an assault weapon, has a 70% chance to trigger damage is a +15%. Your final option would be Shattering Array. This is at level 1, when attacking has a 25% chance to trigger, ignores 25% of the target's armor. At level max, when attacking, has a 70% chance to trigger and ignores 45% of the target's armor. For our weapon options, the first arm should have a shotgun, then the second arm should have a small shield. For your backpacks, the first option is going to be Jammer Armor, Accelerator, and the last one is going to be a Jetpack. So my final thoughts for Frida has a very high burst damage with consecutive attacks, perfect for taking down bosses, the best assault pilot to start a team, and you can take her up to the endgame. Nice early to endgame pick for your light assault mech until you get Adele and Matilda. She's a good investment at no dupes and a 5 bionic superconductor investment. That is it, guys. Those are my tips for Frida. Comment down in the comment section what do you think. Take care, stay safe. This is the Warden, and I'm out of here.